So.
Okay, and as everybody knows, our residents do love bingo. In fact, the #1 most important popular classification of activities, according to the owner of NAMCO, is anything that involves gambling. So although it's out there, the residents really enjoy that. But in this program, we're going to show you ways where you can go way beyond bingo.
Absolutely. So as we said, there are broad classifications of activities that basically, taken as a whole, create a nice, holistic, balanced program for your residents. And what we've done is broken that down to different classifications, and we've provided some suggested activities for every classification.
So the next classifications we're going to talk about in activities is bodywork, intellectual stimulation, the arts and sciences, food for thought, travel and adventure, our spiritual side, where we have been, and just for fun. In talking about bodywork, the residents can expect great results when they are encouraged to participate in a daily fitness program. And 30 minutes of moderate physical activity 5 days a week has been proven to slow the age-related changes in the brain and improve some diseases and disabilities in older people who already have them. So we suggest weightlifting or strength training because the incredible benefits for seniors. Weight builds strength and stamina, prevents loss of bone mass, and improves balance, actually reducing the risk of falling. So chair exercising, and we use 1, 2, 3, 5-pound weights. These weights can be purchased at discount stores such as Ocean State Job Lot, or if you can't afford them, you might even want to try filling up some slim plastic soda bottles with sand. And of course, if you add stretch bands, you get a little resistance, and background music is always important. Also, Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a body-mind exercise that is becoming more popular in rehabs and hospitals because it's a gentle exercise. The slow dance-like speed of Tai Chi creates balance, flexibility, and calmness with an emphasis on deep breathing. We recommend the Tai Chi video, which is very inexpensive. It's AM and PM Tai Chi with Dorian Ross and C.J.K. McPhee. And this has a morning wake-up and sort of an evening slow-down to release the day's energy. Also, yoga. You can use your own staff with a little training, and you can go along and use a yoga video with the residents. Of course, there's the walking club, and this can be made fun with a pedometer and a map. In fact, you can use the map up on your wall, and you can have a goal like walking to Miami. And how much fun can that be, especially on these this has been a long winter for everybody, so walking to Miami.
Our residents are walking south, aren't they?
Wonderful.
I could join them.
Absolutely. So our next category we want to talk a little bit about is intellectual stimulation. We know that even with early dementia, people still want to feel that they are involved with intellectual activities. And one of the best ways using modern technology, if you have access, almost everyone has access to a laptop, and if you do have access to a PowerPoint projector, you have the makings of almost unlimited activities that you can do for your residents. And you can make these presentations for free. So what you do is you research ahead interactive sites and gather your residents together with a theme. And we've found the theme is the important thing. So it's not just, all right, we're going to come and watch something. You set the stage with the theme and gather everyone together and start the show by putting it on the wall. And we have some great ideas of things that we've done and things that you can do that are fun throughout the day. And remember, when we talk about a French meal or something, you're going to be serving your residents a meal anyway, so steam it up, and all of a sudden that sandwich becomes special. So here's some ideas.
Well, most recently, one of my assistants in our community presented a PowerPoint presentation of a tea ceremony up on the big screen, and the residents really enjoyed it. And as this went along with them sipping tea, and at the end of their drinking this cup of tea, they sat down and read their tea leaves. So it was really kind of exciting. You can also have, like Sharon said, an Italian lunch, going to a grand tour of Italy with your own travel pictures. And sometimes you might have travel pictures that you've taken yourself visiting different countries on vacation, and you might want to share these with the residents.
A French meal for lunch is really a fun way to start French Day, too. A French dip sandwich and a chocolate eclair for dessert works great as an introduction to a trip to the Louvre. And when you go online and put in the Louvre website, it brings you directly to galleries. And you can enlarge those so that basically they're looking at beautiful works of art while you're talking about, French customs and has anyone taken a trip to France. And the residents really love this because you can darken the room, and it really takes them away. And in the past, we always used to have to hire people. Remember? You'd have to hire someone to come in and do this travelogue and pay them for this. This is something, you put a beret on, and you're ready to go. And it makes it a lot of fun for the residents.
This is Janice. I just had a quick question. Do you ever ask the families or even the residents themselves if they have some old photos of trips they've taken and maybe incorporate those?
Yes, we have. As a matter of fact, we do have in our possession some slides that a family member gave us, and one of my assistants created a program for the residents, and it was wonderful.
And it's so much more fun these days, too, because with all the, Kodak software, people can take their slides that used to be rather boring, and they put them together now with music and introductions, and, the slides zoom in and out, and it makes a very professional-looking presentation. And as I said, you can go online and get them, or you can use them from friends and relatives, and they adore seeing them, and makes just for a fun day. One of the other things we had mentioned was the going to the birth country of a different resident every month and feature foods from their birthland. And that's when you can go online and look for pictures. Lots of times there's videos online of that particular country, and the residents can then host that for the different group. They don't need to have recent memories. Early dementia is perfect for this type of activity.
And the other thing you can do also is word search, and that's very popular because you can blow up the words as large as you need to, and the residents have an easier time. It's not like, and they can work on the same game all together in the room, and that just really stimulates their intellectual side.
Absolutely. And Longword is a popular one at your community.
Yes, we have many people attend Longword. They love it, and that's taking one long word and creating how many little words out of one long word. And the residents actually challenged themselves. I think last week they took a long word and they created 400 little words out of it. So they're always challenging themselves.
Amazing. That's a skill that most seniors have, and they keep that skill even as they age and have memory loss. So that's a great one to make them feel good about themselves. And to tie in what we said before about they love to gamble, if you give the winner even like a $1 scratch ticket, you can't believe how much they will compete for a $1 scratch